Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194. I just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to come visit and check out my video. And we are here at Monza with the Aston Martin V8 Vantage GT3 car. And I had a request for the setup, which I did a while ago, I don't know, I can't remember. I did a race, multiplayer race with it, and actually it was an hour-long race. And I'm pretty sure it was an hour long. And it ran really well there, and I didn't put the setup. I put a link, but I didn't show the setup. So we're going to just go a couple real laps. This is going to be a real quick video, and then I'm just going to show the setup. And I did a very minor couple little things just to try to just make it a little bit more friendly, but other than that, it's this exact same setup, and let's get started. Of course, I have no drafting help, obviously, by myself, just doing this. So, this is run on its own. And of course, like all my setups, it's at 24 degrees and light wind. So I try to do that with almost all my setups, because wind can make a big difference. I mean, I don't mind. I don't have to be no wind, but it just has to be kind of on a light wind. I don't care what direction, but it's kind of a light wind. Otherwise, you get a heavy wind a certain way, and it can really mess with your lap time. So again, you take this and you race it, and it's got a real high wind or something, it'll drastically affect the lap time. So it's not you or the car, it's just, the conditions change. Aston Martin, to me, it almost produces a little bit of downforce with even no wing. So compared to a lot of normal cars, the body shape produces just a little bit of downforce. So you can get away with running like no wing in it, and it's still got a wing, but just no, it's not really producing any, pretty much any downforce, and get away with it. Where a lot of other cars, you can't get away with that. Car is extremely stable, even with not a lot of downforce. It really feels good going through these tight turns. So it's a really good package that you can be consistent with. And of course, if you're drafting with somebody, and you're in a race, it could definitely, you could really put in some pretty good times. At least for me, anyway. Yeah, I can see drafting with somebody running a 48 with no problem. This is 149.22. So, I mean, I was really happy. That's equal to my best time with the Aston Martin. So let's go look at the setup. I think the one before that was a 40, 49, 60, or 70 or something like that. So again, it's really good, good decent times. But like I say, a 49.22 I think is equal to my personal best with, I mean, as far as Aston Martin goes. So here's the setup. 26.2 left side, left front, left rear, and 27.2 right front and 26.9 right rear. I'm always trying to keep them right around 28 pounds hot. A little under, a little over is not a big deal. Just try to right around 28 pounds. Toe is negative 0.01 on the front. Camber is negative 3.4 left front and negative 3.3 right front. Caster is 15. And on the rear, the toe is 0.01. And the camber is negative 2.6 on the left rear and negative 2.5 on the right rear. Electronics are 2, 4, and 2. Fuel, I had 64 liters, but I have run this with over 100, exact same setup, and it's fine. So this is a good setup for running even an hour. Mechanical, got 6 on the any roll bar, 60 on the brake bias. Steering ratio is turned all the way down. The wheel rate or springs on the front is 155,000 with an 1100 bump stop rate on the left front and a 900 bump stop rate on the right front, and a number 1 bump stop range. And I changed that. That was 0. I put it to 1 just because it hit that one curb you go over. It gives it a little bit easier ride going over it. On the rear, the wheel rate is 155,000 also, with the bump stop rate at 700 on the left rear and 600 on the right rear. The bump stop range on the left rear is 2, and on the right rear the bump stop range is 7. The any roll bar is 4, and the preload on the diff is 60. The shocks on the front are 17, 13, 20, and 25. And on the rear, they're 15, 11, 21, and 20. Aero, 55 on the front, 61 on the rear with 0 rear wing, and 3 and 2 in the brake ducts. And that's another thing, I added 1 to each of those too, because I must have been when I was really, it's probably at night and really cold or something, I think, when I ran. And I mean, I had even a 2 and 1s. Again, the brake ducts, obviously, just like all setups, you have to change depending upon the temperature, whether it's real cold, real hot. And the same thing with the tire pressures. I mean, I give you those just for a basis, and my track, and I always run everything at the temperature at 24 degrees. All my setups I try to keep as close to the same as I can. So y'all know, it's on the same temperature at 24 degrees and light wind, and that way you can adjust the temperature. I mean, the brake ducts or the tire pressures accordingly, depending upon whatever situation you're in. So that's the setup, and again, I will put the link in the description, and this video also for everybody that likes to do it that way. But also, I wanted to show it so the people that like to do it that way also. So again, I sure hope you please hit this, hit the thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, or share. Just to let people know, these are free, free setups, that, good base setups that anybody can get. And also hit the bell so you're notified of any of the new videos that come out every single week. And I sure appreciate it, and I hope you all come back and visit really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.